my very special guest today as we talk about money and how to invest and trying to help you with your personal finances. We have the right people here with us today because we have Mr. Marlon Yard, who is the CEO and Managing Director of the Barbados Stock Exchange, and Mr. Barry Glenman, who is the Business Development Officer. So gentlemen, welcome to Capital Media. Now we hear stocks and stock market. You know, some people when they hear stock, they think livestock, you know what I mean? And think of, in the old days, that's what we thought about when we heard about stocks, you know? But of course, a stock exchange has a completely different meaning. And as we try to present this series, Marlon, I'm going to start with you. What exactly is a stock exchange?
The Barbados Stock Exchange is basically a marketplace for persons to list securities as in being shares in their company, and for persons to be able to trade those shares. So what happens is that we are regulated by the Financial Services Commission. We are licensed to list securities, and we are also licensed to allow persons to buy and sell shares. Now, why would people want to list securities? And the main reason for that is that they're looking to raise capital. You know, like any business, you need money up front to get things going. You know, most companies start by getting money from their friends and family, and persons who believe in them. Then some people tap into their own savings, but at some point in time, the company grows and gets large, and you need more capital to really propel the company to the next level. So you decide, let's go to the marketplace, market being the capital markets, where there are persons out there who are looking for investment opportunities so as to gain a return on their investment. So you go out there, you raise capital via an IPO, and these things are regulated by securities legislation, Companies Act, those various legislation that govern how people go in the marketplace and raise capital. You see, when you go to raise capital, you have to have a story. And usually when you have a story, it's put out in something called a prospectus. And the prospectus lets people know what they're getting involved in, what the risks are, because in any investment there is some level of risk. Now, investing in securities is quite different from somebody lending you money. When somebody lends you money, you have a loan agreement, and you know what you're going to get as an interest every on an annual basis. You know, 4.5% per annum, whatever the rate is.
I'd like to get that.
But when you do an IPO and you go to the market, basically, when the company does well, you do well as an investor. And what the stock exchange provides is a marketplace for persons to, after they raise the capital, they want to list those shares on the stock exchange so that people can buy and sell those shares. Now, you're not investing in the company just for the love of it. You're investing in the company to make money. So at the end of the day, what you want to be able to do is to be able to trade those shares, and like, if you want to get out at a particular time, you get out. If you want to get back in, you get back in. So that is what the stock exchange does. It provides a regulated, rules-based marketplace for persons to buy and sell shares and to list their securities.
How do we change that mindset from being sort of risk averse to being more risk takers and therefore getting the upside?
Well, I think success breeds success. And once people see persons can invest in securities, in stocks and shares in a listed company, they gain comfort and confidence that they can do it too as well. And then it also comes from self-education. You know, you put your money in certain investments that might give you 0.1% now if you're putting in certain financial institutions, as opposed to if you invest in securities, they have the potential of giving you even a higher rate of return on your investment. So we need to educate ourselves. We need to understand what investing in stocks are all about. And then we have to also have an idea of what we want to achieve for ourselves.
We were actually now fielding more calls from the public because obviously the concern is that, yes, my money is safe in the bank, but the returns aren't there, and I need better returns on my investment. So Daily, I feel calls from the public just asking, okay, what do I do? How do I get involved? Because I need to achieve more. I need my money to work for me more. And we always advise them, use the stock market, because yes, you may invest today, you may not see capital appreciation, or you may see share price appreciation immediately, but investing is really for the long haul, 5 to 10 years. You have to think long term when you think stock market investing. Your true disposable income is anything you have left back on that payday. So if you spend everything you spent between this payday and that payday, whatever, if it's $20, $50, whatever you have, you just put that towards investing, because it's literally money you did not spend. So you didn't need it within that cycle. So I tell person the key is, as you mentioned, persons would have invested once and never again. They just bought and they held the securities. The thing is, you should try to invest every pay cycle, every other pay cycle, as long as is money permitting. You try to invest on a continual basis, because that's the way you actually build wealth, is by continuously investing.
Does the stock exchange offer that kind of advice, or should they be going to an independent financial advisor or a broker?
Yeah, our role at the stock exchange is basically to provide a marketplace. The brokers in the marketplace, the traders in the marketplace are the persons who are supposed to give you that advice. We are supposed to be impartial overseers of the marketplace. There are certain things that we would know or see passing our desk, that if we give advice, we say, well, how come you give me this advice and you knew this and this was going on? So that is our role. We were taught to get a good education, find a job, and work till you die. Young people today are not in that mindset. They're looking for opportunities. They're looking to own their own businesses, and they're looking for opportunities to invest. So slowly and surely, and as Barry said, the younger generation are looking for the opportunities, and there's hope for our marketplace as time goes on.
Well, thank you very much, Marlon Yard and Barry Glenman of the Barbados Stock Exchange. Seems like we have a lot of education to do, and we at Capital Media are happy to partner with you to get this kind of messaging out, particularly for our young people who have that opportunity to capitalize now at a young age and to plan for the future.